Okay, so hi, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are here for another great education, and I really have done my hair. So now we are in the short hair girl era. Just decided to let me breathe some short hair. Let me breathe. Just let my hair breathe for a while. And I'm really loving the fact that it rains these days, and I'm enjoying my soft life. It's really been a beautiful life for me. So what am I here for? I'm here to just discuss what I have learned from my twin sisters' marriage. I still remember the year, the year, the month, the week, the day, the hour, the minute or the second she said I do. And it was a series of activities, understanding, underlining, and sinking into all of this new life for my twin sister Olivia Bono. So for her, it was more of a great step for her. I remember she prayed a lot. We prayed together because we were staying together, but she prayed a lot, and she spoke a lot with the gentleman in question, her husband, and they had very good connection. They still have a good connection. They play like children till this day. They understand each other, and I always told my sister, if it were me, I wouldn't know how to actually pause, because her husband is a slow talker, and I'm like, you are really fit for this man, because I am the one who distracts Olivia when she talks, because I have more of the ADHD features, so I'm always hyper a lot of times. And she would just keep quiet and allow the husband to talk before she responds. Like, there is this respect she exudes for the husband that sometimes I just wonder how she easily does it. And I've also realized that the way they make their decisions, even before she got married, was very, in a way, understanding way. She kind of like have understanding for what her husband wants, and at the end of the day, how she's able to just slip into that. She just allows it happen. And I always ask, how are you able to just allow it happen? She's like, yeah, it's okay. I'm like, okay, if it's okay for you, it's okay for me. Because it's more like I love someone who loves someone. So at the end of the day, you end up loving the person she loves. You just have no any other choice but to love them the way she loves them. And I just want to start from the scratch. So I remember we were buying food stuff. No, I remember we were buying clothing. We went for shopping, and I always say, choose what you want best. This is your wedding. Choose your colors, the fabric, the food, everything, the venue. It's all yours. Just do it. And I supported financially because she's me and I'm her. So everything I had was given to her like it was me. And I between myself and her, I'm the one who really don't know much about weddings. I am not so excited about weddings. I am not the one who it's more into marriage and things. So between my sister and I, she's the one who is more of preparing for marriage kind of a person, always thinking about marriage. Before she even got married, she wanted to be married at 25, and she got married at 27. I have always told myself that I wanted to get married at 30. And so yes, time hasn't passed me by. I'm still in the range, So that's just the difference between us. She wanted it more, and so she had it. So I didn't even know what wedding colors. She also took me through the journey of opening up to wedding, the colors, the bridesmaids, gown, the material, the type, the fashion, and everything about it. I just do not know anything about that. So I was like, whatever you choose is fine, and whatever it is you want, I'm okay by it, So I was just following her up, encouraging her, supporting her, making her happy, and smile, making her choose what she really loved and all of that. And I would say it came very fast, swiftly, very, very fast, because I remember the time we started shopping for her things. I remember the time we went home to see the court registrar, and how they, registered their marriage, and the venue, the food. Like it just happened so fast for them, or for me, standing up, like being part of it and witnessing. And it came so fast to the extent that it was on her wedding day. We traveled all the way back home. And I remember also because it was her traditional marriage. We were there as well, and this is where this picture comes in, where I was preparing our traditional food. And it was so nice because we did everything ourselves. The family members, everyone was there, but it's a whole kind of a beautiful memory if you're part of your own food making. And so yes, we actually went through with the traditional marriage. It was so beautiful. Then the church, when I remember in a hotel room, and the night before, I mean, I was just looking at her, didn't believe it. So you're really getting married. And it wasn't a thing of, oh, you marry and then you would leave me and I'll be alone, you know. I didn't feel it like that. I felt that it was more of a new journey for her, and I'm happy that she found someone that she loved. And the fact that she really said yes was a great step. To me, all of that was still baffling and surprising to me. Oh, okay, so she really found someone that she believes and trusts, that yes, I'm going to live the rest of my life with this person, you know. And the way she accepted it and how she understood the whole mission or purpose of that marriage up till now still baffles me. But I would say it was a risk she took in really marrying this man, because as a Christian we did everything in the Christian way. No fornication before sex, you didn't do much activities, you know. So it's more like you know the person but you don't know the person that much, okay, but you're still giving. So that is a risk that you take in marrying someone that you don't deeply know, as in how the world, how worldly people will do it. It's more like I'm putting everything in the hands of God, whether it's good, whether he ends up being the man he says he is or he is not. I am really in for this. And it turns out that he's a good man. So it was a good game. And so we went through with the wedding, and you know, one funny thing that happened was after the wedding we went to the hotel room. I was still sitting there. I didn't even know what I was thinking, but I was just still sitting there. And she's like, are you not going to go home? I'm like, I'm supposed to go home. She's like, but what else? The wedding is over. I'm with my man in a hotel room. You want to sleep here with us? I'm like, but I didn't think of it like that. I felt so embarrassed. Like, I felt so embarrassed being told that. I should have known, but I didn't just figure it out that, okay, this is the time you had to excuse them. Because I was even tired. I had to run around, do a lot of things. So I got home and I had to leave by flight because I needed to go get home, put everything in place, and then because the next morning I was leaving by flight back to Accra. So I had to, you know, go back home. I worked and I worked. I worked my ass off. I worked my butt off. I worked myself off, you know, on Olivia's wedding day. There was so much to do, so I had to put everything in place. And the next day, it was a Sunday. I wasn't part of the Thanksgiving because I had to catch up the flight and come home. So it was that exciting. And when I came back home to Accra, I realized that I'm going to be in this house alone. It was a 2-bedroom house, and so ever since we came to Accra, we've always rented out a 2-bedroom apartment. And I looked at this space and I'm like, so this is the reality. She's with the husband and it's just you, so what would you do? I'm like, I don't know, but I think I need to rest now. So I rested, and the following day I had to like put up the whole place. I had to clean up, rearrange my room, the deco, everything, suit it up the way I wanted to, parted my home office, my bedroom, my hall, my kitchen, everything. I just changed everything into the room and made it my own space now. And her clothes were no longer there, just few clothes were there that could not even occupy a half, wardrobe space, because everything was packed up to her husband's house. And I realized that there's not really much left of her, whether sandals or shoes or bags. No, wasn't there like that. So I would say her marriage, once of all, I would say her marriage has taught me that yes, as a woman, you just have to be more understanding with men, because the beautiful thing about it is that you just allow them to be the men and help them to lead, help them to, be the lord of your home, and just trust them, just trust their lordship. And I've also learned that, yeah, there are certain things that you and your husband might go through in marriage, but sometimes it is your strength or your resilience that would make it stand. Not people out there might know some of the reasons, but the fact that you are a godly woman and you promise, like your marriage is on the altar of God promising to keep and to hold strong that marriage, is what I've really learned from my sister. The fact that she's able to hold up the family's dignity, the fact that she's able to, be a woman that she is at the same time, chase her own ministry, pursue her job, and then be a wife, and a godly wife at that. It amazes me. And I've also learned from her that she's hardworking. She is a 8 or 9 to 5 full working woman. She's a tutor in a nursing school. She is an influencer or a content creator. She has like 2 masters and currently doing her second master's, almost about done. And guess what? She is a full-time wife, and she works. Initially, she was always telling me she's tired. How are you able to juggle all this thing up? You go to work and you come, you cook, and she cooks in large scale. And I'm always like, how are you able to do this? I'm like, but do you really have to do this? She said, yeah, you have to, because I've seen how she's just accepted it, and she's so happy when she feeds her husband. That I may not be able to understand where she gets that happiness from, that she's able to feed her husband even when she's tired. Just watching her husband eat is what makes her happy, and she's doing it. And she always said, sometimes you don't even know where the strength comes from. And I told her that I cannot do that. She said, you would do it, and you even do it more than I'm doing. I'm like, no way, I can't do that. I can't cook big, plenty, large scale. I won't do it. It's like, well, I know the kind of heart you have, and you would even do it, Mom. Like, and I always just push it up that no, I won't. And yeah, another thing I've learned about her is her maturity. Yeah, between my sister and I used to be more matured. In fact, my mom used to tell me that I am the man and she's the woman, so I kind of like shoulder so many things between us. But I realized that now that she's married, she is more of that to her husband. Maybe her husband might not know, but between I and her, I realized that she has grown, she has become matured. I realized that even the way she talks has changed, the way she understands and analyzes certain stuff has changed. I realized that she has calmed down a bit, or a bit humble. That she is, like, things that she had wanted done, even though they are not done, she's still humble. Like, she's okay. It's not as if she had lowered her standard or anything. No, but I just mean to say that marriage can sometimes make you look at things differently, especially when you marry someone you love. You would end up giving up so much for them, you end up leaving so much for them, or sacrificing so much for them, becoming someone, a bit of someone, to help to just maintain the marriage. And these are all the compromises, the sacrifices that we make for us to have a good family. And I've also realized that her finances has changed as well, because her husband do a lot of the things in the house, and she's working, she gets to keep her money too. There are certain things that she also contributes in the house, but I would say her finances has changed because her husband do much for her. So for that, I would say it's good. She gets to buy so many of the things that she wants. Sometimes not even her money, her husband does for her, which is very good. And what should I also talk about again? I also realized how men can be so clingy, because when my sister comes to visit me, the husband is always asking, when are you coming back? When are you coming back? I'm like, but you just got here. She's like, yes, men are like that. You tell them, I'm going to visit my family. The moment you get to your family house, they're asking you, when are you coming back? And I'm like, wow. So I would say I am happy for her. So this is like the fourth year of their marriage. So good. Hasn't been any big devastating problems. Yes, there might have been one or two arguments, but I realized that my sister is most forgiving. Like, she's more of let go person. She doesn't keep things in her heart. There has been times where, yeah, she has felt unhappy in setting disagreements, and she has told me. But as I am too, with a very good heart, come on, you just forgive and forget. And I'm what, a clinical psychologist, and I already, you know, hold on couples counseling and marriage counseling and all of that. So I give her the best of advice to really help her to, you know, manage through whatever challenges that it may be, and it always works out well. And I'm happy that I'm there for her, that she's still able to, you know, talk to me, confide in me, and then you know, we pray for one another. Yeah, we still do pray, and she also helps me, she also advises me. I sometimes she comes to my house and say, you don't have anything in your fridge, you don't have pots. She's always complaining, I don't have pots, I should have this centimeter of pots, this size of pots for this. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. You don't even have a frying pan, you should have this, you should have that. And she comes here and she tries to make changes. You need this. I don't know how to do that, you know. And she advises me, she makes me understand, try to open my eyes more to marriage, what marriage is about. And sometimes I just look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, can I? Can I? Like I said, between us, she has always been the one who wanted everything. Like, she fantasizes marriage so much, loves marriage so much. She really adores that she's married right now. She's so happy about it. But I don't feel like that, you know. I don't know why it's like that. And there was this particular time there's this particular time I saw a wedding gown, and I took a picture of it, and I said, wow, Olivia, this is a beautiful gown, and I would love to wear this. And I told her I would love my wedding gown to be like this. She said, wow, things are changing, I am happy of the new you. You are happy of the new me, just because I love a wedding gown, you know. So I also want to believe that, you know, it's all about shifting places. I have always wanted to be very independent, because you should know where I come from. You should know that my father died when I was 14, and my mom did so much to take very good care of us. She tried in her own way, and yeah, we had to understand and shift, you know, having to shift from everything being provided to you, and now having to understand why your needs are not being provided. You know, you need to understand it and then live and cope through it. And then when I was 25, yeah, after I completed my when I was 25 going to 26, yeah, after I had started working, I remember my first salary, I just blasted it on my birthday. And then the following year, November, right, and then in March my mom died as well. So, and we were always a very nuclear family. Like, most people in my mother's family, I do not know them, but we have a very large family, in the same way for my dad as well. But when they were no longer there, we became very secluded, if I may say so. And so I have always thought of providing things by myself. I don't believe in sleeping with men for anything in my life, and I have never even done it before. And I don't even believe in stealing or lying. I don't even believe in being manipulative to have anything in life. I always believed in just working hard. I always believe in my intelligence. I always believe in my creativity. I believe in my superpowers, if I may say so, in getting things that I love. And so in my life, when you look at me from afar, I look like a girl very put together, and I am like that because it's my defensive mechanism. The fact that I don't have parents make me try to portray not to be a victim. So I hate to be victimized or victimize myself. I hate to be seen as an orphan, because orphans are the ones being seen as, oh, they lack it, they don't have it, oh, let's have a petty party for orphans, or let's do all of that. I have never thought of myself as an orphan, if I may say so. Why? Because I have built such an independence that I truly would not have known. If my parents were alive, I would have done for me, because when I started working, I started giving my mom money, I started doing stuff for her. So I became a matured woman from many years ago. So when I was 22, 23, yeah, I was a mature woman by then, because of how I made my decisions, things that I put first, how I was able to understand life and navigate through life with ease and grace. You have just no idea. And so I've always depended on my independence. I've always wanted to be working, earning money, having a good life, being happy, because no one has really grieved than I have grieved in life, and I don't know what else can break me. And so I've also become a very loving, understanding, forgiving person. No matter how you hurt me, I let go and I forgive you. Why? Because I saw how my mom passed. I saw how my mom died. You're with them today, and in the next few seconds they are gone, and you could have loved them more. Okay, so I don't let hate come in between I and people. If I can't deal with you, I just block you and you're off my life, because I don't want to hate someone. My hate is as fire that can consume, and my love is more like anything that can protect, you see. So I try a lot of times that I can to remain in my soft feminine era in life. So that's why I said I wanted to get married at 30, because I didn't want to have any financial insecurity. I didn't want to make decisions based on the fact that some man can buy me something or some man can provide me something. I didn't want to make my marriage decision based on the fact that I was lonely or something. No, I don't even believe in that. So if I am getting married today, it's because I have ruled out all of these insecurities in my life. I have really come to a point whereby I'm choosing a man because, yes, he is a man I want to be with, not because he can provide something for me that I can't, or not. I really love the fact that if I'm gonna get married today, it's just that I like this man and I want to spend the rest of my life with him. It has nothing to do with I don't have money, he has it, or maybe I've been single for a while and that I need him, or that I want to have babies and he's the one who can give me babies. So that's why marriage is not a big deal for me. I believe that women should, come to a point where they just want to be with someone because they want to, not because you look around your life and, you just want to fit yourself somewhere. It's a cheat. That's a very big cheat for me. And so thank you so much for watching me and my videos. And my sister is always praying for me to get married and have and meet a man. Yeah, I'm also praying that, oh yeah, God, yeah, bring him, let me find him, let me get to know him, let me make logical decisions about him. I don't want it all emotional, I don't want it all fantasy and romanticizing. I just want to have logical decisions, like, who is this man? Does he have values? What are his plans? Are we compatible? It's not really about love, yeah, because love is an emotion. It can it can fade, but then yeah, I'm still praying. If he comes by, it will be wonderful, it will be great. In fact, I even want my marriage to be I want my wedding to be so small. Like, when I tell it, my sister just looks at me back and forth like this. I tell her that my wedding, I just want like 5 or 10 people, but that is just me. I don't believe in big fantasies and all of that. I just want something small. I don't even want anyone to know about it, if I may say so. So in case maybe you see me wearing a ring and you didn't hear of hey wedding bells, don't be surprised, because that is just how I want it. Very calm, solemn. I don't even want you to see my fiance's face. I don't even want you to know him. That's the kind of person I am. I might be out here on social media creating content, but I would say in my personal life I'm very private. So thank you all for watching me. And yeah, this is the few things I have learned from my sister's bonus marriage, and she still continues to inspire me. She still continues to make me believe that yeah, it can also happen for me, even when I didn't even know it or see it coming. And I believe in faith. I believe in love, I believe in happiness, joy, peace. I believe in everything eternal and infinite. This is me, and she has always been a bedrock for me, and we continue to hold each other. And I always tell her that, yeah, tell me everything that happens, I want to know. And sometimes I feel, is she safe, is she okay? I have my fears too. Will she tell me everything that's happening? Is she doing well? Because that is a sister's love. I want to protect her. Even though she's in her husband's house, I want to still create that secure place for her she can run to if she has problems and cannot just withstand or manage it. And I love that the husband also talks to me when something happens. She tells me, is your sister like this? How can I deal with it better? How do I understand her? You know, and it gets to just sober things, sober things. And I love that we are each other's strength. And now the husband is more like a brother to me as well, because we just zinc together right now. One time she came here, the husband drank something, she drank, I drank from the same cup, and I'm like, what the heck? Like, what the heck? Now I drink from the same cup with this man. I drink from the same cup with this man because of you. Yeah, it's the same thing. We kind of like share the same spoons when they come around my house. We share the same spoons because of her, you know. And yeah, they say if you love me, love my dog. So I've ended up loving Olivia's husband like mine. And when she calls him baby, I call him baby. Yeah, he's my husband as well. And I also worry him for some petty. Hey, I want money for her, I want money for that. You know, this is just on a lighter note, but it doesn't mean that he takes care of me. No, I'm very independent, and I thank God for that I have a very good job. I'm very fulfilled, satisfied, sufficient, financially stable as well. I remember one time my sister came here, and then I had cashed out some money. She's like, you know, if you were a man, you could have been taking care of a girl, like, you know, you could have a girlfriend and take care of her. I'm like, no, if I were a man, I wasn't gonna take care of any girl. And then she looked at me up and down. She's like, what? I said, yeah, if I were a man, I won't take care of any girl. That's on the lighter side, but she was just letting me know, okay, so now I'm just glad that you're financially stable to take care of yourself and then do the things that you want to do. I'm like, yeah. I mean, to me, that's a happy, calm life. That's a very, that's a miraculous life for me. So, bye. I hope to have you here again, because it's very important. Share, subscribe, and come back again. Bye.